Hey everybody, this is Nick. I got a great viewer question on a video about how to loop the first 3 slides in our presentation. This person says, I'm looking for the opposite and hope you can point me in the right direction. I'm doing an educational presentation. I have a group of 3 slides at the end of the presentation that I want to continue to loop as I talk. So this is a really great question. We're gonna do this in a couple of different ways, and I'm going to assume that you might have access to a keyboard because we're gonna use a really great keyboard shortcut. So let's just do this in the really quick way, and then we will work through a little bit more of a tricky way to do this. So the first thing, we have our slides. We want to loop our final 3 slides, so 12 through 14. Those are the ones we want to loop. I'm actually going to shift and select all of these, and we are going to put these on automatic transition. So go to the transitions tab right here. Instead of on mouse click over here on the timing, we're going to unselect that and we will select after, and then I'm going to say 3 seconds. So we're going to hope that these 3 slides will advance after 3 seconds. Now, the most important part of this is that you go up here to the slideshow tab and you set up the slideshow. So set up slideshow and make sure that under show options, you select loop continuously until escape. This is going to make the slides loop. So we're going to click OK, and there we go. Now, the slides that you don't want to be in the loop, we're going to click shift and we're going to hold. So select all of them. In this case, it's slide 1 through 11. We are going to right click and we're going to hide the slides. Now, interestingly, if you start from slide number 1, you put your mouse on slide number 1 and you put this into slideshow mode, either from the slideshow tab from beginning or down here on the little slideshow icon, PowerPoint does not recognize the hidden slide. So it starts with slide number 1. So if I go ahead and say from beginning, I'm going to put this in slideshow mode from the beginning, it already takes me, actually, it made a liar out of me. If you do that, it works. Okay, so if you do from the beginning, it's actually going to go to the first non-hidden slide. But if you do it from the little slideshow icon down here, on the slideshow icon on the little toolbar right here, it's going to go to basic presentation, slide number 1. There you go. So that overrides it, which is really interesting. A kind of a strange little tip that seems like it shouldn't work, but it does consistently for me. So I hope it will for you too. In this case, then we can go ahead and click through slides 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Now we should be engaging that final slideshow loop. So it's going to go 3 seconds, and then it's going to go to the next slide, 3 seconds, the next slide. Now we're going to loop back. So now you have your final slideshow loop. You've looped 3 times. Excellent. Now let's escape out of this. And the other way, if you don't, you should actually, this doesn't actually need to have any sort of keyboard access here. But if you do have a keyboard, if you do have access to a keyboard, you can do a shortcut. So we've already determined that if you put your slide, you're in normal view, you put your cursor on slide number 1 and you click on from the beginning, it's going to go to the first non-hidden slide. But if you go down here to the slideshow icon right here, it will go ahead and start you from the current slide. So that button starts from the current slide, even if it is a hidden slide, which is pretty interesting. Now, the other thing that you could do is put your cursor on slide number 1, and you could press Shift and F5. And if you push Shift and F5, that starts you from the beginning, from the position of your cursor on the slide. So if I do that, escape, and then I say, like, let's say the introduce yourself slides, I put it on number 3 and do Shift and F5, that starts the slideshow from that slide. Now, if I do just F5, that shortcut starts you from the beginning of the presentation. But in this case, since all my slides are hidden, if I push F5, it's going to go to slide number 12, the first non-hidden slide. So let's just push F5 and see what happens. Yes, it takes me to that slide number 12. Now here's another shortcut. If you're in this strange slide progression right here and you want to go back to slide number 1, just push 1 and enter. 1, enter, and now we're back to slide number 1. So hopefully this video helps. It's a little bit of a roundabout way, but the first few seconds of this video is a really great tip for looping the last 3 slides in your presentation, and I hope this tip helps.